Hey everyone, today I thought I'd do something a little bit different since I have a shit ton of stuff for review and I have a lot of stuff to open that I'll take a look at a bunch of them in one video. Not mixing matching lines and taking a look at the different lines in one video, but one action figure line, well, a bunch of figures in one action figure line. I think I'm going to start with G.I. Joe. I mix and match here of newer characters we've gotten and some older ones and the things in this. It's not really that even. There's 3 Joes and 3 Cobras. So, but let's just get into it. For the assortment, I have chosen Spirit, and then I've chosen Zartan. There's Roadblock right there, which I got for clearance at GameStop. It was actually 50% off of all clearance items, so I got them from $9, which is nice. And then you have Barbrcue right here, and then last but not least, a newer character in the line. Name's right there, Alley Viper. So 2 newer figures and 3 older ones, even though they're not really that old, but just older ones in the line. I think we're gonna start out with Roadblock, just mainly because he's the oldest one here. He's number 1, so I feel like he'll be like the quickest one to take a look at, and because he comes with the least amount of stuff. And getting him out of the packaging, I really like this thing. The details are there. The paint is clean. The face, I really like the face right there. The beard is nice. You got some blue right there on the little camera thing, whatever it is. Some blue right here on this little strap and some red. You got the white star there. Some red right there on these little buckle things, I guess, keeps this little overlay together. You got his arm right here. You got a tattoo on this arm, where what I guess is simulating a tattoo. This tiger right here, or lion, I mean. And you got these tactical gloves. Then the pants are nice. This is like the re-release version, the one that didn't have all the gold, which I do prefer this look better. And it does look very, very nice. Even the back has some paint on as well. This will hinder articulation, although you can crunch it. You can crunch it a little bit and get it to go back a little bit, but I think that's mostly on this ball joint under here. But you can still get some range of movement out of this. The waist is very, very clicky though. For accessories, he comes with this big ass cannon right here. It has some nice, this is actually translucent blue right here, I think. Is it? Or I think it's just blue paint. Whatever it is, it looks very, very nice. Some silver right here, some more blue, and then just some nice sculpted detail on it. And it does come with a magazine that you can just put in there. Oh shit. You can just put that in there, and I'm not going to simulate him holding it because that was very difficult for me to do. And then he has a knife that you can just put into the sheath right there. I don't like how it kicks out. I wish it would stay straight. But, yeah. It is, he comes with some nice accessories. Just maybe a little bit more, like a pistol or something. I don't know. We're going to run through articulation pretty quick. There's a ball joint and hinge at the head. Ball joint down the neck can look up that far. Can look down that far. You got some head tilt, rotation, hinge at the shoulder. Goes past 90. Got a butterfly in there as well. And rotate around 360. Bicep double bend at the elbow. Gets you past 90. Got a wrist rotation, hinge out and in, which was up and down. You got an ab crunch down there and a ball joint down there. Can crunch forward that much, can crunch it back that much. So you do get some range out of it. It's not the thickest material. You got some side to side. You got some rotation. Drop down hip gets you barely anything. Go back that far. Go out that far. You got a thigh. You got a double bend at the knee, which is very, very tight. I just broke his leg there. Very, very tight. And you get a little bit past 90 because the sculpt just gets in the way. Boot rotation, hinge at the foot goes up, goes down, and you have ankle pivot. And we're just going to skip size comparison, go straight into Alley Viper. That sounded a bit weird. This guy comes with a ton of stuff. I mean, look at how much stuff is in this tray. Oh my god. I have to say, I like this thing more than I thought I would. I think it's the colors and stuff. All the blue and the orange just really pops on the shelf. Army building these guys would probably be very fun because it comes with so much stuff that you could just give them all different things Got some nice paint on it. The face looks good. You got the eyes peeking out there. Cobra logo done in black. Got some blue, some orange. Got nice sheath right here on the wrist. A sheath right here on the chest. This vest, of course, you're not going to get anything out of that. Nothing at all. You're just going to get the ball joint down there. And that's all you're going to get. Which is unfortunate, but it still is a beautiful looking figure. You still can get in some pretty cool poses. You got a holster right here strapped to the leg. Whatever this thing is, I don't know. Knee pad, shin pads right here in the boots. The shin pads do have some like scratches and stuff on it, like it's been battle damaged. The back, pretty plain, nothing really going on there, but the front is what you're mainly going to look at here, and it looks amazing. Accessories, he comes with a backpack, and it's just done in black. It's got the Cobra logo. It's got some grenades and stuff on it, wherever the hell this thing is. And that, of course, plugs into the back right there. And then he also comes with a shield. It has some nice blue on it and stuff. And then you got this little screen right here on the back. And then this can plug into the hand, but I'm not going to do that because this peg is very long. And, yeah, I don't want to break that. And he also comes with a mask, and you can peg that on right here. It's gonna peg on. Oh my god. Come on, peg on, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. There you go, and you can peg that on, and it can hinge up, and you can hinge it down if you want to. I prefer the closed look on this. Then he comes with 2 knives, which can go into this one turned around already. This one's kind of loose on the hand. You can sheath that into there and put this one into this sheath right here, which this one's a lot tighter. And they're both going to stay on. They're both not going to come out. Then he comes with this gun right here, this rifle. Don't know what this is. It has a detachable magazine. The magazine actually stays on this one, but it doesn't stay on this one. Stand up. It doesn't stay on this one or anything. It pops out way too easily. Just look at this. Yeah, look at that. It pops off. It's my favorite looking one too, which is unfortunate, but it has some really nice detail on it. Then he comes with a pistol that we've seen multiple times just go into the holster right there. Then he comes with a grappling hook shooter. It has a scope on it. Then you can plug this grappling hook in it, and does have a loop right here and a loop right here, so you can attach a string to it if you would like to. And this can store right here on the backpack very seamlessly. I really like that. So I really like this figure. Getting into articulation, as a ball joint hinging at the neck and a dumbbell joint down the ball joint down at the bottom. It can hinge up that far, hinge down that far. You got some head tilt rotation, hinge at the shoulder, goes up to 90. Butterfly joint gets you a little bit of range. Bicep rotation, double bend at the elbow gets you that much range. You got a wrist rotation. You got a hinge side to side on both hands. You got a ball joint down at the waist, can get you forward a little bit, get you back, not really. And you got some rotation. Ab crunch, basically useless, as I mentioned. You got a ball joint at the hip, and yeah. Drop down hips. These pegs are very thin and tight, so I'm not going to hinge the foot up. You can can't go back and go out that far. You got a thigh rotation. Double bend at the knee, gets you that much range. You got a boot rotation, hinge at the foot, goes down that, goes down that much and goes up that much. And you got ankle pivot. And just like Flint, now he doesn't want to fall over, but his feet are kind of loose and it makes him want to fall forward sometimes. Let's take a look at Barbrcue Kelly. It's kind of convenient that the first 3 I picked has overlays over the chest that hinder torso articulation. Taking a look at Barbrcue Kelly, he's very cool looking. I really like this mask right here. Got some silver on this little face plate. And you got some black for the visor. The whole helmet just looks very cool. And you got this little tank thing on the front of his chest. I don't know what that's for. I guess it's for like ventilation. I don't know. I guess something that keeps him like from burning himself. I'm assuming this is a flame retardant suit. You got some pouches right here for ammo or something. I don't know. I really don't. Maybe dynamite. Who knows? You got a little symbol right here. I don't know what that is. Then you got some gloves right here, and then you got some more detail on the back of it. Then you got a pouch right here on the arm. Then you got, it has a holster right here, a holster right here for an axe. You got some red short knee pads, and then the boots also as well. And on the back, you got some little like scrapes and stuff on the back of his little thing. Looks very, very nice. Very cool looking figure. Accessories, he comes with a backpack or like a flamethrower thing, has some symbols and stuff on it, and that just pegs right there and there. And then have a little tube, and then a little torch thingy. So plug that into there, plug this into here, get in there, and then you can either put that in a holster or you can plug that into his hand, which I'm not going to do because it seems pretty difficult to do, and I'm on a time crunch right now. Oh, that? Yep, that's peeling off, so I'm not even going to try. That's peeling off right there. I'm not taking that off at all. And then he has a big axe right here, nice silver on the blade, and a smaller axe with some silver on the handle thing, and some spikes on it too, and some silver right there. And that can store right here, and you can plug the big one in right there. For articulation, I'm going to leave this thing on because I told you that thing is breaking. You got a ball jointed hinge at the head and ball joint down at the bottom. Can look up that far, can look down that far. You got some nice head tilt, some rotation. Hinge at the shoulder goes up that far. You got a butterfly joint in there, can rotate around 360. Bicep, you got a double bend at the elbow, gets you that much. Got an up and down hinge at the hand, side to side on the, or no, up and down hinge on that side too. Of course, no torso right there. The ball joint can get you a little bit of movement. Hinge at the leg can go up that far. Drop down hip gets you up that far, back that far. Thigh rotation, double bend at the knee. Tight D10s gets you that much range. You got a boot rotation. Hinge at the foot can go up that far, back that far. And ankle pivot. So articulation is decent, but yeah, the torso is sorely missed here. Let's take a look at Spirit. Spirit also has like quite a bit of stuff in the clamshell as well. Spirit might be my favorite gel that I've gotten so far. Just look at this thing. It's so nice. One of the nicest G.I. Joe figures ever. The face just looks so real. You got some red paint on for the little bandana there. And then you would think that these hair pieces would get in the way of articulation. No, it doesn't. It doesn't hinder it at all. You still get some really nice range up at the head. Got this strap coming around here with a knife sheath on it, a little grenade and a smoke grenade. Come down to this belt with some silver and some black on it. Then you got some magazines right there. Then you got this little symbol right there, and then a axe right there on that shoulder. Then you got some gold right there on the parts of the glove. Then you got this little part right here for the eagle that for him to mount on. And then you have the pants right here. Really nice detail to that. Looks really good. You got a holster, and then you have the boot right here as well in the back. There's back right there. So very nice figure. Although, if you can look right here, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a stress mark right there on that peg, because just legs and stuff, they want to push back and things, and I really don't want to break this figure at all, so I probably won't be doing leg articulation. Starting off with accessories, we're going to start with the eagle. Very nice sculpt and paint to that eagle right there. It looks very nice. You can pop off the wings that it has on and then put in these. Let me see if I'm doing it right. I think it's this way. Nope, that doesn't even pop on. There we go. So there's a certain way you have to put it or it won't pop on. You got these spread out wings right here, which look very cool. Yeah, so also has some articulation to him. Has a Dumbo joint at the head, ball joint at the wings, hinge at the leg, and a rotation at the foot. And then he has a backpack right there with some pouches, some little containers, and a little mounting part for the eagle. Also has a sniper rifle, which has a removable magazine, which is nice and actually stays in there good. And I really like this gun. And then he has a knife right here, which can go into this sheath. And then he has this more basic knife right here. And then that can go into that sheath right there. And then he comes with this very nice looking gun right here, which looks like a 1911 pistol, but it has some eagle wings sculpted onto it, and that can go in that holster very, very nicely. Some very nice array of accessories for Spirit right here. For articulation, there's a dumbbell joint at the head and a ball joint down at the bottom. Can look up that far, can look down that far, get some nice head tilt, rotation, hinge at the shoulder, goes up past 90, a little bit past 90. Has a very nice butterfly joint. You got rotation right there at the shoulder, rotation at the bicep, double bend at the elbow, gets you that much range. A side to side hinge, unfortunately, on both hands. I wish it was up and, oh no, never mind, it's up and down on, no, it's side to side in this one too. Is it? No, it's up and down on this one. Wish it was up and down on both sides. You got an ab crunch and a ball joint right there. Can crunch forward that much, can crunch back that much. Got some side to side rotation. Not going to do the legs like I told you, but he can go out to that far. Can rotate at the thigh, double bend at the knee, gets you that much range. You do have a boot rotation, hinge at the foot can go up that far, down that far, and you do have ankle pivot. And last but not least, let's take a look at Zartan. I have to say, a really nice figure, but I do have some problems with mine. But when we take a look at the details, it looks so good. You got the hood right here with some nice sculpted, like snake skin on it or crocodile skin. The hood is a separate piece. It can just come right off, but it actually stays on there pretty well. Look at that. Doesn't come off at all. And also the bandana is a separate piece as well. The only issue I have with it is you try to, oh, now it's not going to do it. The first time when I tried to turn the head, well, you can't get it to look up naturally. At least when you're trying to do poses like that, it looks a bit awkward. That's one of the issues I have with it. But other than that, it still looks really nice. You got the separate overlay piece right here with some nice sculpted detail on it. You got the midriff showing. You got the shoulder pads, which are a rubbery piece. You got arm bands that are sculpted on, which is not really what Hasbro usually does. You got some forearm pads right there. You got a skull or something, whatever, on the buckle of the belt. You got the strap going around that holds the knife right there. Some thigh pads, then some knee pads, and then some shin pads, which also look very nice. And you got the boots right there as well. Just a very nicely done figure. I really love it. For accessories, he comes with a knife right here, just done in black plastic, and that can need to go in the hand, but I'm going to put it in the sheath right here, and that's probably where it's going to stay for the rest of the time that I own this figure. Then he also comes with a backpack with some nice sculpted detail on it. You can open it up right here, and then it has some very nice paint in there as well. And then you can also take this face right here, this disguise, and you can put it in there as well, which is very cool. Or take off this hood, and then you can plug on the face, which actually doesn't really stay on that good at all. So I just lost that one, which is very unfortunate that that doesn't stay on there. So I wasn't going to use it anyway, but it kind of sucks that it won't stay on. Then he also comes with a gun right here, which does not have a holster for it. I wish there was a holster for it. And then he also comes with a monkey paw, is what I think this is, and a snake head, and that can store on these little ports right here. You can put them in right there with the monkey paw in her hand, whatever it is, right there. And then you can have that look for him if you want to. The articulation very quickly, there is a ball joint and hinge up the head, ball joint down at the bottom. You can look up that far, can look down that far. You get some head tilt, rotation. There's a hinge at the shoulder, can go, if you get it under there, you can get past, a little bit past 90. Butterfly joint there, bicep rotation, double bend at the elbow, pinless by the way, that also the legs are pinless. And then you get that much range, rotation at the wrist, up and down on both sides of the hands. Wish we saw that more and more G.I. Joe figures. Ab crunch right there, ball joint down at the waist, can crunch forward that much, can crunch back that much. You got some waist rotation and a little bit of tilt. Drop down hip. That doesn't really do much at all. Hinge at the ball joint can also get you going out that far. Thigh rotation, double bend at the knee. Gets you that much range. I forgot to talk about the back. The back can't really go much at all. Boot rotation and hinge at the ankle can go forward that much, can go back that much, and you do have ankle pivot. So articulation is pretty standard for what the other G.I. Joe figures have, but pretty good nonetheless. And overall, what a great group of figures these are. Alley Viper's great, Spirit's great, Roadblock's great, Zartan's great, and Barbrcue Kelly is also great. They do have their problems, like with Zartan's hood not looking that good in some poses. Spirit's hips right there. Alley Viper not winning the stand. It took me a while to get him to stand up like that. And Roadblock's knife sticking out right there. And also the overlays on all three of the characters back there, hindering torso movement. But still, just great figures right here. I just love all of them. 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10. They're all 9 out of 10s. They're just great. So anyway, that's it for this video. I'll see you next time. Bye.